What's up, guys, and welcome back to another man versus deer video. In today's video, we're frying up some crappie fillets, but we're going to put a few interesting twists on it, and we're going to use some binders that you traditionally don't see when you're frying fish. I think it's going to be delicious. Let's jump into it.
This is probably one of my bigger bucks to date.
Guys, I cannot believe that actually worked. Looks like a double long shot. It was hot, really hot. Welcome back to the channel, guys. If you're new to the channel, make sure that you smack that subscribe button. Definitely like the video, and for sure leave a comment. I absolutely love hearing from you guys. So, if it sounds like I'm a little bit excited in my voice, it's because I am. I've been wanting to do this video for a long time, and what this video is going to be about is we're going to be frying some fish. I got some really good looking crappie fillets here, and I got some Louisiana fish fry breading, and we're going to be frying these fish up. But typically what happens when you fry fish is you dip it in an egg wash, you dip it in the breading, and then you fry it. I'm going to be playing around with the binders. I'm going to be dipping it in something other than an egg wash. I got some ranch, I got some buffalo sauce, I got barbecue, I got some Crystal Lake hot sauce, I got some mayonnaise, I got some mustard, and some buttermilk. And we're going to try all of these different binders and see if one stands out as the best way to do this. I have a couple ideas on what I think is going to be the best, but we're going to try them all, and we're going to see what happens. So I got some oil heating up in my fish fryer over here. I'm going to get this bag of fish breading open, and we're going to start dipping some of the fish in these binders, breading them, and getting them ready for the fryer. So the first thing we're going to do to start this process is basically just open our breading here. And I picked the Louisiana fish fry seafood mix because it doesn't have a lot of extra spices in it. Some of the other Louisiana fish fries, like the Cajun mix and stuff like that, they're going to have a lot of spices and stuff. And I thought that would kind of make what I'm trying to find out about the binders a little bit muddy. So I picked kind of a bland breading on purpose to see how each, to get a really good idea of how each of these binders taste. So just to recap it again, I got a ranch, I got a buffalo wing sauce, I got a barbecue sauce, I got a hot sauce, I got mustard, I got mayonnaise, and I got buttermilk. And I'm basically just going to put some fish in each one of these different binders, and then we're going to bread them, and then we're going to fry them individually. And at the end of the video, once all the fish are fried, we will taste one of these individually. I'll give you my thoughts on them, and we'll see which of these, if any, turn out to be like a clear winner. Alright guys, so I got all the fish breaded in the binders that they're supposed to be, and I got the bowls by the fillet that they correspond to so I don't get them mixed up. I did a test fillet with a piece that was dipped in buttermilk, and oh my gosh, I gotta tell you, it's really good. It's hard to beat any crappie fillet really, but I really want to see if any of these stand out. I am starting to lose daylight, so I'm going to get to frying. I am going to fry these one at a time so I make sure I don't mess them up. And what I'm going to do is put them back in front of their corresponding bowl. And we're going to get to frying. I'm ready to eat some fish. Alright guys, it is finally time to eat some fish. I had to move inside because I ran out of daylight. I get off work a little bit late, so it didn't leave me a lot of time, even though the Light outside is usually better. We're gonna have to finish up inside, so forgive me for that. But I got all my fish fried. We are ready to eat, and I am hungry. So this one in the middle, it was, we use buttermilk for the binder on it, and the other ones are all marked behind the binder that we use for them. So we got mayo, we got crystal hot sauce, we got mustard, we have buffalo sauce, we got barbecue sauce, and ranch. So I'm super excited to try these. I'm going to give you my thoughts on all of them once we try them, what I thought was the best, what I thought was the worst, and we're going to dig in. So the first one we're going to try is the buttermilk. Now this one's a tried and true one. I've had fish that were fried in buttermilk. I've had chicken that's fried in buttermilk, so I expect this one to be pretty good. The buttermilk fillet did not disappoint. Tastes really good, and what I like about it is the breading is really thick, and it coats the entire fillet. You can almost peel it off just by itself. It's got a really good texture to it, and it tastes really good. So buttermilk gets a thumbs up. Moving on to the one that was fried with mayonnaise. Let's give this guy a go. So the one that was fried in mayo was really, really good, surprisingly. It had a very light, airy texture, almost like it was baked instead of fried. The breading on it wasn't as firm as like the buttermilk, and it kind of like, it had like this crumbly, light, airy texture to it that was really good. Taste kind of tasted similar to the buttermilk. Can't say I really tasted it, but the mayo did wonders for the texture on that fish. Really made it feel like it was baked in the oven instead of deep fried, so that was kind of interesting. Next, we are moving on to the crystal hot sauce one. Okay, the crystal hot sauce one is really good. That's some good stuff right there. So, as far as breading goes, it's pretty firm, and you can tell it kind of has like an orange color to it from the binder. What I liked about this one so much is that a lot of the hot sauce made it through, and I can taste it in the fish. So if you like hot sauce on your fish, you got to try this. It's really good. Even a little bit of the spice made it through. It's not overly spicy. I wouldn't even call it hot, but it's got just a hint of warm, and you can definitely taste the hot sauce flavor even through the frying process. So that one was really good. Moving on to the one that was fried in mustard. The mustard isn't terrible. Also not my favorite so far. Some of the mustard on the inside didn't actually get fried, so you can still kind of taste it. So the mustard taste made it all the way through the frying process. And some of the mustard is still kind of like, I guess, wet under the breading. So you can really, really taste it. I like mustard, so it's not bad. If you don't like mustard, you probably wouldn't like that one. All in all, though, it was still good. Just definitely not my favorite so far. Moving on to the one that was fried in buffalo wing sauce. Alright, so the buffalo wing sauce one, it has an orange tint to it, kind of like the crystal hot sauce one does. Some of the buffalo flavor made it through, none of the buffalo kick made it through. So it's like a very milder version of the hot sauce. Not as much of the buffalo flavor made it through, none of the kick made it through. Still a crappie fillet, so it tastes great, and you still get a hint of the buffalo, so it's alright. Not what I expected, though, after going through the crystal. On to the barbecue sauce one. Now this one has a weird feel to it already, and it has a really dark look. I'm kind of nervous about this one. Let's see what it does. So the barbecue sauce one is a thumbs down for me. It turned pretty brown, you know, because the barbecue sauce is dark. It gave the breading a really papery, almost crumble apart texture, which I didn't care for. And some parts of the barbecue sauce actually give like a hint of a burnt taste. I don't think it's meant to be cooked at that temp, you know. So barbecue sauce, thumbs down for me. Definitely not my favorite. The last one we got to try here. This is the one that is fried in ranch dressing. And from my experience, this shouldn't be bad. Anything ranch and fried usually goes together good. So let's see what it turned out like. So the ranch one is okay. Not a lot of the ranch made it through the frying process. And again, it did something weird with the breading where it has like a thin kind of crumbly texture that I didn't care for too much. So it was okay. Wasn't amazing though. All right, guys, so we're basically at the end of the video. But before we end the video, I'm going to rank these kind of from first to last and kind of recap my thoughts on them. So we'll jump into that. The first and best filet, and it wasn't even close, was the Crystal Hot Sauce one. It didn't harm the breading at all. The breading stayed good. A lot of the hot sauce flavor, in fact, I think all of it made it through, and a little bit of the kick made it through as well. So if you like dipping your fish in hot sauce, you're going to like frying your fish in hot sauce. That one was awesome. My second pick, and this is the old tried and true, I don't have a picture of it or whatever, I'll just use the filet, was the buttermilk filet. That's a tried and true one. You know it's going to be good when you try it, and it's really, really hard to beat. So it's probably a good second. The third I'm going to pick was the mayo. The mayo affected the breading in a super, super positive way, and it was something different that I'm not used to, but it gave it a really light, airy, flaky texture, kind of similar to a breaded fish that's cooked in the oven, which I really, really liked. My next favorite was probably the buffalo sauce. Not a lot of the buffalo sauce made it through, but it didn't hurt the breading at all. You still got a hint of it, and it was pretty okay. My next favorite is probably going to be the mustard. The mustard, and this is getting into the fillets that I really wouldn't care for, or I wouldn't care to make again. Like starting with this one, they're probably not ones that I would repeat. The mustard, a lot of it on the inside of the fillet was still mustardy. It didn't actually cook into it. It didn't really hurt the breading, but also the taste wasn't just amazing either. So that one was next. The next one after that was the ranch, which didn't wow me at all. It was kind of bland, and it affected the breading in a negative way. And then the last one by far was the barbecue sauce, just because some of it I feel like burned or got a little bit too crispy, the sauce itself. It really didn't do any favors to the breading, and the taste just didn't really complement the fish, in my opinion. Well, guys, that brings us to the end of the video. Make sure that you smack that subscribe button. Definitely like the video, and for sure leave a comment. Let me know if you guys try some of these. Let me know if you think I'm crazy. But I was really excited about this video. I was super fun to do, and it's one I've been wanting to do for a long time, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Something new that I'm doing. If you will click the link in the description, it's a shop of mine, our taxidermy business, and you can buy custom European mount plaques, turkey plaques, and a whole bunch of other things in there. Anything purchased from that directly supports the channel, which helps me out a ton. Other than that, I really, really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video. I will catch you in the next one.